This is Dudes Who Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Sports. Welcome back to another Wednesday, and welcome back to a Cardinal Wednesday. That's right. We got to shout out the Louisville Cardinals for beating the Kentucky Wildcats last night. I know Dennis and others were excited about that. So, quickly, college basketball is going on. What do you? I mean, so far, what do you? Is there anything to take away from it? I know you follow it.
I do, but I don't weigh much into this. You know, there's so many nothing games.
Right.
I mean, Louisville's actually, that's a great win. But really, teams are just kind of trying to figure out who they are, what combinations they can play. In college basketball, when you lose game, like Kentucky lost last night, it's no big deal. It doesn't mean a damn thing. It's how you're playing at the end. So, no, I haven't taken anything away from it. I haven't even considered it. I haven't seen any big upsets, you know.
Yeah.
Looks like it's pretty much holding the form to me. It'll get going, though, here once football, 1st of December, it starts going a little bit more. Football starts to wrap up.
Just how far Louisville has come.
Oh, yeah.
They went through a period where they were horrific.
Yeah.
Last year, they were a lot better. They made the tournament, a very, very good job by them. And now this year, they seem to be even better than last year. So, got to give them a ton of credit.
Oh, you do.
That was a quick turnaround for them.
It was.
They got the coach, got a coach that is obviously doing good, and there they go. They've kind of taken off. So
got some players.
Yeah, it always helps, doesn't it?
And in basketball, you only have to get 5 or 6 every year instead of 25 or 30 like you have to get in football. So
exactly. Yeah.
And they got the right guys, and it's a basketball town, and it's always been. Yep. And you can win there. And like I say, they got the right guy, and they're rolling again. And it's a big – anytime they beat Kentucky, that's a big deal.
Big deal for sure. All right, let's get into football. We will talk about Louisville to kick off the show for football in a bad way. Louisville loses last week to California in overtime. Just a brutal loss, horrible loss, no way around it. They've been pretty good, bouncing back over the last few years. They've got Clemson coming to Louisville on a Friday night, this Friday night. Louisville, 2.5-point favorite to kick us off. Who you got in this one?
Isn't the ACC a mess?
It is a mess.
A total mess. It's all going to play out. Suddenly, guess who's back in the fro? Miami, who was buried. Wouldn't you hate to have to beat Clemson if you had to, even though this is not a Clemson team of the past? God, I'd hate to think I had to beat them when I'm not very good. And I'm sorry, Dennis, you can ride your high on your basketball team all you want, but your football team has got to piss you off because that was a horrible loss last week. I think they're going to bounce back and win.
I think they will because I don't think the pressure is really on them anymore. I don't think there's really a path for them.
You don't think so?
No, because I think the ACC is a one-team league, and you have Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, and SMU, and Duke all with one loss.
Duke is the one that's snuck in there.
Duke could sneak in there. SMU, Georgia Tech probably really should.
Yep.
I don't think there's a path for Louisville or Miami for that matter.
Well, last week at this time, though, we wouldn't have imagined what happened. In this league, I don't think anybody's above anybody else, really. I mean, top to bottom, they're all about the same with the exception of Syracuse and Boston College. Anybody can beat anybody.
Yep.
So they still got a shot. Crazy things can happen. Some of these teams play each other.
Yeah.
So they'll get a loss. So I think they still have a chance. But, man, they were in the driver's seat at this time last week.
Oh, they were. Yeah, and we'll go over a head-to-head that will be an eliminator coming up later on the show. So, but yeah, I think Louisville wins this game. I think the pressure's off of them. I think that's what a lot of that was about last week.
True. You mentioned it last week that the contenders for the championship game at that time last week had never gone through this before.
Yeah, and they both lost.
The pressure. Yeah, they did. The pressure is immense when you have to win.
Exactly. Yep. And again, now Louisville's in a spot where they're buried, and
Mhm.
I think they'll play better. Look, the quarterback
Yeah.
played awful last week too. I thought Moss was horrific, and
Yeah, and he'd been great.
he's got to be better. Yeah, I don't know that he'd ever been great,
Yeah.
but he's got to be better this week. He just has to.
Yeah.
If
Well,
he-
they've got SMU next week, so they can eliminate SMU themselves, and then they
Mhm.
can get some help. It
Mhm.
can help them because Pitt they still got a couple of tough games coming up. So anyway, we'll go through all of them here.
maybe they could crawl back in it. And yeah, with
Okay.
your Miami comment, they need a lot of help to
Well,
make it. They
I
might
was
get it,
listening
but
to somebody, and some of you guys have to correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I thought the championship team got in regardless, but don't you have to? Do you have to be ranked?
it's a highest. The 5 highest ranked conference champions get in automatically.
Okay.
So the conference champion will be ranked.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Somebody was
So,
saying Miami could get in and not in over the conference champion. Or maybe they're thinking they'll get 2 teams in. Maybe
I
they're
think
thinking,
that's Miami's. Here's the deal. All these other schools, if they go 10-2 and they're not the conference champion, they're not going to go in. Miami
Right.
will go in because they're Miami.
Yeah.
Right.
And they have a win over Notre Dame.
Big deal. So
Well, I
that's
know,
another-
but to the committee, it is a big deal.
I know. So they have a shot in at large. These other teams do not.
Right.
But again, they really should only get one.
And they should be in right now and undefeated.
Yep. But
And-
they are who they
But
are.
if you had to pick a team out of the ACC that's the most talented, it would be them.
For sure. But
Yeah, but they haven't earned it.
yeah.
They have
Yeah.
not earned it. So,
Yeah.
lot to play out here. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens down the stretch.
Louisville or Clemson for you in this one?
Louisville, I think they bounce back and get the win.
Yep, Louisville for me as well. Another Friday night game, Minnesota and Oregon here. Oregon survives the Hawkeyes last week. You could see that coming from a mile away. Now they're at home against Minnesota, 25.5 points. It's a lot of points here for Oregon. Do they cover?
No.
Okay.
Aren't you taking Minnesota?
I would take Oregon.
I don't think Oregon's offense is any good. I don't. I think the quarterback's the most overrated quarterback they're talking about. And he made some great throws on the drive to go down to get the field goal to win the game. Minnesota, if they play good and don't turn it over with their defense, I think they can hold this under 25.5. I just don't see Oregon. I don't think Oregon's that good. I don't
either.
I really think USC has a chance to beat them. I won't pick them, but I think they got a chance, and they still got to go to Washington.
Yeah.
They could lose there. Anytime your offense is not very good, you can get beat.
Yeah, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Oregon's just going to roll in and have one loss and get in. I think
they're going to win this game.
Yeah, they're going to win this game. But
Yeah,
like I said,
I don't know.
There's still 2 games left that are tricky.
Yeah, the only thing is Minnesota struggles, and they may hold them to 7 and end up covering.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
look, I think I don't trust. I don't think Minnesota's that good. I know they're 6-3.
Well, they're not.
I don't think they're very good. Yeah. All right, let's go to Saturday here. Another team that's not very good, but did pick up a win. Wisconsin did beat Washington last weekend. Now they take on Indiana, and boy, Indiana survives Penn State in a hell of a game. The catch of the year to win the game for Indiana. Now they're back at home, 29.5-point favorites here, so not projected to be much of a game. What do you think about this one?
I was so impressed with Indiana coming back last week. You could kind of just see that game being an issue going up there. It was Penn State's last hurrah, probably, to correct things. They're good, and they played great and had them. And Indiana came roaring back, and it made 2 fantastic catches. That one in the end zone was incredible.
Yeah.
And then did the dumbest thing I ever saw. Squibb kicked the kickoff.
I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were doing.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
All they needed was a field goal to tie it. Kick it.
Yeah.
Almost all the college kickers kick it in the end zone now, almost every time.
Yeah.
So I couldn't understand that. But that was a great comeback win for Indiana. They could have lost the game probably and still been all right as far as playoffs go. But wow, what a comeback. Wisconsin, I want to comment on them just a little bit. I admire their administration. They didn't fire their coach. They think they've got the right guy. Man, it's nice to see some patience, isn't it?
Yeah, they're getting ripped for it for sure. We'll see
because-
how it turns out. They
Right.
came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago and said we don't need a new coach. We need more money. Like,
That's
they
right.
literally just said that.
And they've recognized it. Remember about 3 years ago, Luke Fickell was the greatest coach that ever walked the earth
Yep.
in Cincinnati, and now he's nothing.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
players, people. You got to have them.
Well, yeah, you have to
that's
have
been-
him. Ask Bill Belichick how that worked out when he lost players. You know,
Absolutely.
he couldn't win
And
games.
If
The
they,
problem is with Wisconsin is it's been a while.
Yes. It has.
He has been very much an underachiever. But
I
again,
agree.
if the NIL isn't there, I was having a conversation with somebody about the Arkansas job.
Right.
And they were like, well, what do you think about the Arkansas job? Blah, 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 blah. And I
Mhm.
was like, look, it all comes down to this. Do they have financial backing? And can
They
they
have-
show the next coach that they're going to hire that they have the financial backing?
Right.
If the answer is yes, they will go get a good coach.
They'll get
And
a
they'll
good.
probably be a decent team. If the answer is no, they're going to get a guy you've never heard of for the third straight time, and they're going to flounder. Like,
Well,
that's what you got to have. That is the first piece you have to have. So Wisconsin is
now.
openly admitting they haven't done it.
that's right. And they're going to have to. You have to. In today's age, you have to do it. And they realize that it's not the coach's fault.
No.
And by the way, firing all these coaches has really done a lot of good so far. I mean,
Well,
Arkansas
I mean,
had
that's
one game.
what do you suppose? That's
Well,
not
I
why
know,
they
but
fired
I
to get
don't-
a boost this year, though. Give me a break.
Yeah, but the other thing is, okay, you're wanting these big time coaches. Well, they're probably going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's
So you want to wait till after the playoffs and you lose the transfer portal part of it. You lose the early signing period.
mhm.
I mean, you don't have a head coach. That's pretty important nowadays. So, you know, I don't know what the advantage of firing them unless you're letting your general manager and all that staff handle that part of it, which may be what's going on now, I guess.
Well, there's so many open jobs that
Oh,
are
there
big
is.
jobs. It's just gonna, and I think you will be able to know by who gets what job, what NIL system is set up, and what
Well-
is kind of looks shaky because
Well, you take a guy like Kiffin.
Mhm.
You talk about a guy who's in the driver's seat. He's got a great job.
yeah,
He's in the playoffs. He's a god.
under
at-
the current situation in college football, there isn't very many jobs better than Ole Miss.
No.
They have the money.
Right. And
So-
he's doing he does
and he can
does a-
coach. So
He
look
does a
what's
great
happened.
job of evaluating who he needs and he gets them in there.
Yep.
So you want to, and I guarantee you they can come up with whatever financially he wants.
Yep.
So why would you give that up to go to Florida that's in chaos?
He wouldn't. And he
Why would you
won't.
go to LSU and put up with that bunch of idiots?
You wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Right.
No.
Okay. So he's the number one candidate for these jobs, but I think he would be nuts to leave.
I think he would be incredibly stupid to leave Ole Miss.
I don't think he will.
This is not 2010.
Uh-uh.
It's just that simple.
And
like-
he's yeah.
They're really, and believe me, I get Florida's a great job. LSU's a great job. Penn
Yeah.
State. But when it comes to competing on the field, that playing field has really leveled
It
because of
has.
this. Yeah.
Well, let's take Texas Tech, for example. Did you ever
100%.
think they would be the number 6 or 7 team in the country?
No, because and again, they have a lot of NIL.
They
lot.
bought their players. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went out and got them.
They
and they
went
got a
out
good-
and bought a softball player and got to the national championship.
Exactly.
year.
It's called money. And that's what it's all about now.
Yeah.
And it's trickling down into D2. It
Mhm.
is everywhere.
Yep.
And I was wondering how long it was going to take till D2 started kind of getting that. And I know some at our local school here,
Mhm.
they're starting to realize they got to go get some NIL money, and this is D2. And how are they going to do it? It's a mess. So anyway, yeah, I think Indiana. I don't know whether they cover that. Wisconsin's defense is so good. That's a lot of points. And will they be a little bit flat after that big game against Penn State?
So I'm going Indiana. I really think they'll play well.
They'll play well.
Wisconsin can't score enough. I got to go with Indiana. There's one comment I wanted to bring up because, and I can't find it now. It was Manlow. Where was that? Let's see. He was talking about, here it is, certainly helps that Cignetti cancels any non-conference game of any significance. Let me say something right now. There is no value whatsoever to play anybody in the non-conference. And here's why. This committee does not give a shit about you scheduling. They don't. They've seen it over and over and over. Yeah. Case in point, what if Michigan played Northern Illinois instead of Oklahoma this year? Yeah. They'd be 8-1. They'd be in the top 12. Everybody'd be going nuts over them. They get no credit for losing that game. No. And Oklahoma wouldn't have either. And nobody that loses these games gets credit for it. It's stupid. I wouldn't do it until they show us that they care, that these schools have went out and done what is best for the sport and their fans. I would much rather go watch Michigan than Northern Illinois. Yes, but at the end of the day, if OU loses that game, they don't get anything for that game. OU's going to go to Michigan next year, and they're probably going to lose that game at Michigan. Yeah. And then guess what? We're going to be ranked below a shitty Notre Dame schedule, a shitty Miami schedule.
Absolutely.
So you missed me with that. I don't give a shit. I would play the worst teams in the non-conference every year.
And the thing with Indiana, now they've risen to a different level now.
Who cares?
I know that.
There's no value in it. And until they value it, I don't care.
Go get you 3 wins and forget it.
Exactly. Especially if you're in the Big Ten or the SEC, because you're going to get all the credit anyway. Now, if you're in the ACC, you're in the Big 12, you might, it would help because it would get you a quality win.
Yeah.
But it's going to bury you even worse if you lose it.
If you're in the Big 10 or the SEC, like you said,
it's stupid. And the SEC is making schools schedule one Power 4 game on their non-conference,
which is idiotic.
It's idiotic if we're not going to get any credit when it matters.
And why do you? The other thing is, why do you need to do that if you're an SEC school?
You don't. It's
your schedule is tough enough. You don't need to schedule anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and the Michigan game, to be fair, was scheduled way before.
Well, yeah.
Switched. And I think you'll see in the future, OU won't be playing those kind of games.
They will.
Always used to when they were in the Big 12.
No,
they felt like
Oklahoma will play these games every year because they are required to do so.
Well, now but they may be able to play a lesser team.
Maybe, but they also have. I've seen this the schedule. They're hard games all throughout the next 10 years.
They used to do that when they were in the Big 12 because they felt like they needed that type of game because the Big 12 schedule wasn't quite what this is.
Yeah.
But now eventually I think we're going to go to 16 teams, which will help some.
It won't make any difference. It just helps that extra teams get in, but you're not going to get credit for those games.
Oh no.
It's never going to happen.
Go in there, that's true.
Because the whole argument was, well, now we have humans to do this. And it's just like they come out and they go, no, all they do, okay, 1 lost teams. Here they all are. 2 lost teams. Here they all are. You know, they don't do anything like what they said they were going to do. So,
but you're right with Michigan.
And I don't mean to get on a rant, but it's crazy. You're crazy if you're scheduling these games until you get rewarded for them.
Yeah.
And hand up. I thought, hey, okay, we got a committee now. We'll look at. No, they don't look at that. They don't look at it at all.
No.
Who are you? Okay, Notre Dame. Oh, that's a big name. How many losses? 2. Rank them up there. Who have they played? Doesn't matter. Don't care. Put them up.
It doesn't matter.
No.
If they run the table, they're in. Forget it.
Exactly.
And their best win will be USC.
And here's the other thing, and this is the last thing, and then we're going to go back to handicapping these games. When you are Indiana, now, yes, you have a little bit of a name. Although, trust me, the powers that be are ready to bury you as soon as you lose to somebody.
Oh, they're so
right.
Bad.
When you are Indiana and you lose one game, you might drop out of the rankings. Now this year,
Not
no,
this year.
because they've got respect. But last
Yeah.
year, let's say Indiana
Oh,
schedules, I don't know,
Well-
schedules Ole Miss since it's Manlow's comment, and they get beat.
yeah.
Shit, they may have to win 9 in a row before they
Well,
even look
remember
at
they had no respect last year.
No, so no,
But now
don't.
they've done it 2 years in a row, and now
Yeah.
they're earning respect.
Yeah.
And they are good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And they may be the best team in the country. They might.
I think you could make a definite case that
Yeah.
they have a
Of course,
chance.
they're going to get a chance to show it. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, let's keep going here. Sorry, I just get pissed off when I see the rankings and it's like,
Oh, I know.
like Miami, Notre Dame. Like, come on, like what?
Yeah,
What are we
exactly.
doing? Okay, South Carolina goes on the road this weekend to take in Texas A&M. I do have to give our boy Pedlo credit. He was banging the A&M drum 3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's got A&M to win the SEC. I thought, no, that's not going to happen. Pretty impressive last week. They went in there and took care of business.
They did.
Now they get
handled
South Carolina at home, 19.5-point favorite. Who you got here?
Well, unless they have a big letdown, I think they cover that because South Carolina can't score.
Mhm.
And you talk about another team's got a tough schedule. South Carolina's plays a pretty tough schedule. They've played a lot of good teams, but they're not good enough to go in there and beat them unless A&M has a big letdown, and I don't think they will. They're going to win the SEC. They're undefeated,
Mm-hmm.
and all they got left is Texas,
Mm-hmm.
which Texas could beat them, but they still only have one loss. So I would say they would be in the championship game. So anyway, I don't know what the tiebreakers are and all that stuff, but they've been impressive. This is the year they finally have lived up. Well, actually, didn't have any hype going into the season. Now here they are,
Mm-hmm.
and got to hand it to them. They look awfully good.
Yep. I think they cover here pretty easily. It's another one of those teams. It's kind of like the Minnesota question from earlier. I don't want to back a team that can't score, and South
Right.
Carolina,
They
they
cannot
just
score.
cannot score.
You can't do it.
So it's hard to back them.
Yeah.
Manlow keeps going on this. So last year's a good example. Ole Miss had 3 losses by 1 score, but Alabama kept getting ranked ahead of them with their 3 losses. And it's pretty simple. And it's the
Mhm.
same reason Alabama's ahead of you right now. They're Alabama and you're Ole Miss, and that's all they care about.
That's
period.
right.
And if you have 1 loss and they have 1 loss, they're going to be ranked ahead of you.
Yep.
Into the discussion. It's over. I could
Mhm.
even see Oklahoma beating them. And still, by the end of the year, if they have 2 losses, they'll put Alabama ahead of us. I mean, that's just
Oh,
that's
yeah,
college
it
football.
definitely could happen.
Yep. All right. Notre Dame goes on the road to take on Pittsburgh here. Pittsburgh, they still control their own destiny. They still could get there. Now, can they beat Notre Dame? That is the question. This is actually a meaningless game for Pittsburgh's playoff
Yes.
chances, pretty much. They need to just win their conference games.
Mhm.
Notre Dame, a 12.5-point favorite. Who you got here?
Well, if you've got a team that's in the hunt and you're not going to be in the conference championship game, I'm talking about an at-large type team, you want Notre Dame to get beat
Yeah.
because that eliminates them.
Oh,
I think.
100%.
I think.
Well, I think it would. Yeah.
It does. So you want them to get beat, and then that gives them. There's another team that gets in
Yeah.
that wasn't going to. So this is huge. I give Pittsburgh a really good chance. I don't know whether they can win. I think I'll take Pittsburgh in the points. Pittsburgh's offense is really good. They're playing very well, and I think they can. I think they can beat them. I don't think they will, but I'm going to take Pittsburgh in the points in this game. I think Notre Dame wins.
I'm taking Notre Dame and I'm laying the points.
You think they win by 13?
I do. Yeah. I don't listen. I'm not a really a believer in Pittsburgh. I think
No,
that's
it's
where it
hard
comes
to.
to me. Look, I don't think this Pittsburgh team, I don't think they're awful. I want to say that, but
Mm.
it's a team that lost to West Virginia early in the
Right.
season. It's a team that lost at home to Louisville
I think
earlier.
they made a quarterback change after that West Virginia game.
Yeah, but again, they beat Boston College. That's
They
That
don't
matters.
have any marquee wins.
they beat Florida State by 3. That's probably their best win.
North Carolina State.
Yeah, they
Those aren't.
they're not
They
very
don't stand
good.
out.
I just don't think they're that good. And I think Notre Dame will be. I think Notre Dame has kind of been, sleepwalking through a lot of these games. I think it's a ranked game for whatever college game days there, which is wild.
That is wild. I guess
yeah.
they get tired of going to Georgia and Alabama, maybe.
Yeah. Well, they should be at one of those two for sure.
I
So
guess
yeah,
they get
Notre
tired
Dame.
of that.
I think they're going to outclass them in this spot. I really
I
do.
think they're better than they are. It'll just be
Yeah. And now again,
do they play their game?
You may be looking at it and go, look, 12.5 points. That's too many points. I get it. But at the end of the day, I think Notre Dame's a couple touchdowns better than them.
Well, I think they are too on paper. And I think that place will be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think it'll be packed because Notre Dame's coming to town, and Pittsburgh's ranked.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, it's the first time they've been ranked all year, and then suddenly they got ranked, and so that helps Notre Dame's cause. They're going to go beat a ranked team.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not a Notre Dame hater. I really like their coach. I think he does a really good job. He's very low key. I think he's perfect for up there, and I agree with you. I think they will outclass them. I just don't know whether they can cover that spread.
Here's the deal. I'm not a Notre Dame hater either, but they don't play by the same rules
No,
as
they don't.
everybody else.
They're not in a
therefore, when they lose 2 games, I don't think they should be ahead of Texas and Oklahoma.
No, they should not.
So that's all I'm saying with them. Look, go in if you're in the Big Ten and you're playing a Big Ten schedule, and you're mandated to play Ohio State and Oregon or Indiana or 2 out of those 3 or whatever. USC, they did beat them. I'll give them credit for that. Go ahead, but the rest of these games, they don't mean anything to me.
Then they're not going to join a conference.
Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford doesn't mean anything either. So,
and they're not going to get out of this because they get all of the money that's paid out to these teams. They don't have to share it with anybody. So
people,
and it's funny. They're in a conference in every other sport.
It's so funny. People that don't really follow college football, they always ask us, like, why are they not in a conference? And it's like, well, okay, here's the deal. They get all the money that they generate, goes all to them. They get to do whatever they want, and they get preferential treatment. So they don't play by any of the rules, the NCAA kind of guidelines for every other school, and they also get special treatment. So it's like,
well, the other thing is
the motivation for them to do anything other than exactly what they're doing.
But the other thing that makes this so unfair is they only do it in football.
Yeah.
They're in a conference and everything else because you can't win a national championship as an independent in basketball.
No.
Because who are you going to play?
Exactly. Yeah.
So we let them do whatever the hell they want. Yeah. That's the problem.
Exactly. Why would you?
The ACC should say, you want to be in our conference? Okay. You bring your football team. But they haven't got the balls to do that.
Yep.
Because they want the Notre Dame name and everything else. See, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, let's go to the Big Ten. Michigan and Northwestern. This game's going to be played at Wrigley Field. Very, very cool there. If it's seen the aerial shots, it looks like it's going to be cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
But can Northwestern compete with Michigan? They couldn't compete with USC. Michigan's not as dynamic as USC, but what do you think about this game?
Yeah, they can't score like USC can.
Yeah.
I don't know. Northwestern plays people tough. They're going to be ready to play. Michigan doesn't blow anybody out. They just beat Purdue, 21-17 the other day, I think. It was pretty close. It's dicey picking Michigan in double digits. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from it. I don't really know. But this team right here, Michigan, if they win this week and win next, sets up the Ohio State game. We know they've gone into that game heavy underdogs and won.
Yeah,
they're suddenly in the playoffs if they can beat Ohio State.
Like I passionately said earlier, if they didn't schedule Oklahoma and play Northern Illinois, if they lost to Ohio State, they'd probably be in the playoff at 10-2. So,
they would.
Yeah. So
anyway, I'm staying away from this game because I just don't trust Michigan's offense.
I think Michigan will cover the game. I think they will. I just think this Northwestern team has overachieved something great.
Well, they have. They
I
always
watched
do.
them play USC. They just were not a match for them at all. And I don't think USC is great.
But
so,
they hung tough for a while.
I mean, in what way, really? I mean,
Well, I mean, they play as hard as they can play. They don't have the guns that everybody else does.
yeah, but I mean, I'm talking in terms of gambling. That was a pretty easy cover
Oh,
for
yeah.
USC.
Yeah.
And I don't think Michigan will have as easy a time covering, but I do think they'll end up covering. All right, weird game here, in my opinion.
Mhm.
South Florida goes on the road to Navy. Navy stumbled, but they are at home here. South Florida, all of a sudden, they're in the driver's seat. Now, last week, it was Memphis in the driver's seat for that final game, or the final spot in the playoff, and they were horrendous Friday night against Tulane. They were awful. Can South Florida avoid the jinx, get the win, and put themselves in a really good spot? That's the question. 9.5-point favorite for South Florida.
Well, they're better than Navy.
They are.
They should cover this.
They should.
Everybody said, well, Navy's offense will keep the ball away from them. Well, that didn't work against Notre Dame, and it didn't work at North Texas. And if South Florida brings their A game, I think they cover. Are they the best team of the ones that are left? Are they the ones that are going to get in?
I
They
think
slaughtered?
so. I think they are.
They're the sacrificial lambs for somebody like Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a joke this year for sure.
It is.
I think they are. I think you can at least point to, hey, they went to Florida and won. I know a lot of people. I mean,
Yeah.
Florida's no good, but they did go win. They did get smoked against a Miami team that now
Yes, they
isn't
did.
very good. So,
Well, I think we're seeing this. We talked about this yesterday on the phone. Since NIL's come along, these conferences in the lower conferences, we're not going to see a Boise State again. We're not going to see a Central Florida again because they don't have the money to keep up with these others. So the difference in the conferences has spread a little bit. It's gotten, and I'm all for letting one of these teams in. I don't have a problem with it at all. A lot of people do, but I don't. I think it's kind of cool. But Boise used to be pretty good.
yeah, I'm okay with it in years when they kind of deserve it.
I think
And I
they
thought
need
like
to be-
Boise last year deserved to be in it.
Yes, they did.
And look, you may say, oh, this team, that team. I mean, Boise was a good team at least.
They were good.
And look, they didn't get just destroyed when they played. So now were they ranked too high? Yes, absolutely. But look, you can watch them from last year and go, yeah, they deserve to be in it. This team, I don't.
No.
There has to be. I love getting one of them in, but there has to be some kind of parameters.
Well, I
towards it.
started to say they need to be ranked. Well, they are. So that eliminates that. And
I don't
and
know.
the other team they're talking about is James Madison,
Mm-hmm.
which has only lost one.
Mm-hmm.
And no knock on them. I don't have a thing against them at all. But I don't think James Madison can beat Georgia
Well,
or Alabama
no.
or anyone else that's in the top 12.
No.
It's everything's changed. This NIL has just in the transfer portal has just screwed up everything.
Well, guys got to slip through the cracks, and you can't really develop a guy anymore
Mm-mm,
at this
mm-mm.
level because they're going to go. So you
Yeah.
kind of got to just catch lightning in a bottle, basically, is what this is on the lower ranks.
And they may come into your place and have a fantastic season, and somebody waves $6 million under their nose, and boom, they're gone.
100%. Yeah,
So-
and that's going to get ready to happen. So that season's coming up in about a month.
oh
So,
yeah,
if not a little bit, 3 weeks.
that's right.
All right, let's go Arizona and Cincinnati now. Cincinnati is ranked. Cincinnati is 6.5-point favorite here in this one. Who you got in this one?
I'm going to go with Cincinnati to cover. Arizona doesn't play quite as well on the road. I wouldn't guess their record was 6-3 if I didn't follow it like I do, and I know it is. That's a pretty good year for them. They're having a good season.
I've watched them a little bit. They're not bad.
They're kind of fun. The quarterback's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I like Cincinnati. If it was at Arizona, well, first of all, the spread wouldn't be 6.5 if it was at Arizona. I think they cover this one at home.
I went Arizona in this game.
Did you?
I think I just think Cincinnati's a little overrated.
Well, they're not great.
Yeah, I don't think they're very good. So I win Arizona in this one.
Is
I
the
think
running back? I didn't even check.
for Cincinnati, I don't think so.
Well, that might change my mind there. He's
No.
pretty good.
If he's back, I hadn't heard it yet. But I did check. I think he was listed as doubtful.
Well, that line kind of tells me he's back. I don't think they would be favored by very much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know.
All right, let's keep going here. Oklahoma, Alabama. I really think this is where game day should be. Well, no, either that or Georgia, Texas.
Well,
they're
both OU. So.
They're basically carbon copies. These two.
They
games.
are.
And they're going to be both great. Alabama at home here, 5.5-point favorite in this one. This thing opened at 7.5. It's down to 5.5. The Tennessee line did a kind of a similar thing. It kept going down as the week went on. What's your thoughts?
Well, OU's going to have to play a clean game on offense. They're going to have to be able to move the ball some. They're going to have to be able to run the ball some. And, of course, you can say that about it any game, really. They got to be able to run it like they've been doing. But they can't do stupid, dumb things. Like just dumb stuff, just stupid stuff where there's no explanation for it. Like trying to run out the clock and throw a pass on first down. Just that kind of stuff. Just let the clock run down when you're going in to get a score before halftime and you don't have no time. You don't have any time left. Just clock mismanagement. Just fumble a punt. Let them run the kickoff back. That kind of stuff. They can't do that. They cannot, because Alabama, you're not going to beat Alabama doing that. They're going to have to get a couple of turnovers. And the key is, can they stop Alabama's running game? And all indications are yes. Our defense can do that.
Oh, I don't think there's no doubt Alabama won't run the ball. Alabama's a terrible running team.
Yeah. So if they can control the line of scrimmage, which they should, then they got a good shot to beat them. They can't give up the bomb, a big, long 75-yard pass.
Yeah.
They can't do that. They can't get stupid penalties. Mateer's got to play good. There's a lot of things, but this Alabama team is tough. They're not great. They're not. I don't have the confidence that they can win it, but I think they got a good shot. But I can't pull the trigger on them. I can't, because they just do dumb stuff. They just do silly things. Can they not do that?
I think the key to I think the key to the whole game is the matchup of OU's offense versus Alabama's defense.
Absolutely.
I go into the game thinking OU will hold Bama to somewhere in the.
Well, they only scored 20 on LSU. Don't you think OU can do that?
I think they can hold them to like 24. Yeah.
You think LSU defense is better than OU's? I don't.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma. Here's the deal. It feels to me like this Alabama team, it is not, even though they're having success, they're not really built like they used to be built.
No, they're not.
I think there's plays to be had on their defense. I still don't have a lot of confidence in us offensively.
No, I don't either.
It's gonna take Mateer. Mateer's gonna have to have a great game.
He's gonna have to, and they're gonna have to try to throw the ball deep. They can't just do this little piss ass passes they're running. It's ridiculous.
I don't think that's realistic.
I don't either. And I don't know. I just haven't seen him drive the ball much. Now, he ran the ball good in the second half against Tennessee. And that's what we're looking for. He's going to have to run. And they got to pick up some first downs. They've got to be able to move the ball some. And I don't have enough I guess maybe that's why I can't pick them. I just don't have enough confidence in their offense.
I like Alabama in this game. I
do too. How can you not?
Well, I think there's reasons not. But I think the biggest thing that swings me in their favor is the quarterback. I think Simpson
Oh, yeah.
is the best quarterback in the league. Him and Trinidad Chambliss. I think those are
Yeah.
the two.
Oh, I totally agree.
I think Simpson is not as elusive as
No,
Chambliss, but I do think he can run.
he can hurt you. They've
And I
also
think,
got a fantastic receiver.
and that's where the problem lies. I think OU will stop them. I don't think they'll stop them enough to cover up an offense that is still very shaky.
I agree with you.
And you kind of go back and go, okay, they did something against Tennessee in the second half, and they did. A lot of teams are moving the ball in Tennessee.
Yes.
And was it just kind of more Tennessee than us? And that's my worry.
Yeah.
So,
and Tennessee really helped us.
well, I mean, let's as great a win as that was, and
it was a great
win
win.
as that was. The game totally flipped on one play.
I did.
You know, the fumble return for a touchdown flipped the game. Because they're going in to score to make it 14-0, and OU's buried.
It's over.
That play flipped it.
Right.
So I just feel like,
and OU needs to get a play like that.
Yeah.
In this game, a turnover, something like that.
And I think they're less likely to get it against Alabama.
Well, I do too. But this is not an Alabama powerhouse.
No.
They are really good. They know how to win. They've got a great quarterback. And the bottom line last week, LSU played them toe-to-toe, but had no offense. You got to have something. You got to be able to score. So I give OU a chance. And man, they can throw a monkey wrench in this whole thing if they win this one. So,
oh yeah.
I just don't know if we're quite there yet. I do think we've saved the coach's job, and I think that's good
for now,
unless we just collapse down the stretch and lose the last three, and then the heat's back on, and it should be.
Yeah,
this team should not lose the next three.
No.
So, especially with Missouri kind of beat up. So, I'm going to have to go with Alabama too. I think the spread's about right because I just don't think you say Alabama scores 24. I don't know if OU can score 25. I don't know.
Comment here is Oklahoma's team total is 19.5.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that at all.
I think the game has 24-17 written all over it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think OU could win the game 24-17.
It could.
But I think Alabama is more likely to win the game 24-17.
I do too.
And
a lot of it is attitude, confidence.
I really like them at 5.5. I didn't like them as much at 7.5 because, like I said, I do think it'll be a one-score game, but 5.5 feels right for Alabama.
Yeah.
So
it'll be fun.
Yep. It'll be a good game. What is the total there? The total's 45.5. So yeah,
it's pretty low.
That's right around.
But that's
gonna
about what we're thinking. Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot like last week's game. Only I do think Oklahoma has a better offense than LSU. So, but I don't know how much better. So
I don't either.
All right, let's keep going here. Central Florida and Texas Tech. Texas Tech, a big win last week. 23.5-point favorites this week against UCF. What do you think?
I think they cover. I think Central Florida is awful. Tech will have a letdown. Maybe it's bound to. But man, did you ever think you'd see Texas Tech with a defense like that?
No, that's the difference.
They are good.
Yep.
They really are.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, Tech for me as well. North Carolina State at Miami. I may regret this, but I kind of really like Miami minus 14.5 here. What about you?
Yeah, I have to take them. State can score, but it's down there. If it was in Raleigh, I'd go the other way, but I'll go ahead and stick with them.
Yeah,
and root my butt off for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, same. Georgia Tech and Boston College. Boston College is a team I try to play against every week. It worked out last week. SMU went up and covered. What about Georgia Tech? Minus 16.5. And here's the deal. SMU was only 11 1/2 last week.
I know.
Bigger spread here, 16.5 for Georgia Tech.
I just don't trust Georgia Tech.
It's hard. I didn't play them either. It's hard for me with that number. Yeah.
I just can't. They're not that type of team.
No. Mm-mm.
But if
Yeah,
they don't win,
well, they're gonna. I think they're gonna win for
I think
sure.
too.
I'll say like the SMU thing. Why I felt pretty comfortable playing them is
Yeah.
what you said. They can score.
They can score.
Yeah, I mean Georgia Tech can, but they're more of a. They're not as
methodical.
explosive. So
They're just methodical. They just kind of wear you
Yeah.
down.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Iowa USC. I think this game's really interesting.
It is.
Did Iowa leave it all on the field last week? Is this just a really, really tough spot for them, or will they bounce out of it? I have a hard time with this game. USC's -6.5 at home.
I think they left everything they had on the field.
That's my feeling. I think USC's the side this week.
I don't have a problem. I don't even. You know, I always bet Iowa, and I got it again last week. I just had a feeling they thought they could win, and they almost did. Had them right where they wanted them.
Yep.
It was in the rain. It was cold. It was an Iowa game. I loved watching the game. I thought it was a great game.
Oh, I did too. I thought
It was.
I
fun.
thought when they made it 16-15, they took the lead. My thought was if they get this 2-point conversion, they're going to win.
Yeah.
And when they didn't get it, I knew they were beat.
I knew they were doomed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like USC to cover. I don't even have a doubt in this one. I just don't think the Hawkeyes, they got to play with all the heart, all the energy, everything they got, the guts, whatever you want to call it, and they got it all taken out of them.
Yeah.
And then they got to turn right around and go all the way to California and play a talented team. I just don't think they got it.
And they're also a USC team that played on a Friday night, so they got an extra day for whatever that's worth. It feels like USC's the side.
By the way, I'm going to really piss OU Nation off. I sure wish Lincoln Riley was our offensive coordinator going down to Alabama. Not the head coach, the offensive coordinator. I'd feel a lot better about things.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, let's go next to Virginia and Duke. It's Duke -5.5.
Isn't this weird?
Well, this is an elimination game. The winner has still got a shot, and a good shot, really, to make the ACC championship game. The loser is pretty much buried, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Virginia really has not been very good the last few weeks. I'd say the last 3. Duke, I mean, they're playing better. What do you think about this game?
Well, Duke lost to UConn last week.
They sure did.
And they're 5.5-point favorite over the 19th ranked team in the country. What is Vegas trying to tell us?
I
don't think they win by that many, but I think they win.
I feel like you're right.
Virginia's quarterback got hurt, I think.
Chandler Morris got hurt. Yeah.
Now, this is telling me he's not going to play.
I agree.
So if he's out, I mean, Virginia's been struggling with him.
Yep.
I think Duke's going to win. I don't know if they can win by 5.5, but
I'm with Duke. I'm with you. I think Duke wins this game
because they can score like crazy.
Yeah, their offense is legit, and that quarterback Benza is really good.
He is, and Virginia can't score, so you got to go with Duke.
Here's another example of NIL. Darian Menza was at Tulane last year, and he was. I mean, Oklahoma was rumored to be in on him. Like there was a lot of schools. A lot of schools.
Yeah.
He went to Duke. He went to Duke because they had the money and they went out and got him. Immediately when it opened.
You don't think he went there because he wanted to go to Duke because it was a great academic school?
See, it's like you're like, okay, the biggest transfer. Not he wasn't the biggest, but he was one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Did he go to Ohio State?
Yeah.
No, he went to Duke.
Duke. Well, he went for the academics.
It's just crazy. That's the world we live in now, though. They said, hey, go get a quarterback. Here's the money to go get him. They got him.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it pays off. All right. New Mexico State and Tennessee this week. Tennessee trying to bounce back here and close the season out strong. 41.5-point favorites. Do you want anything to do with this game?
No.
Okay. Me neither. All right, let's go to Florida and Ole Miss here. It is Ole Miss minus 15.5. Florida just
They-
brutal last week.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah, sounds like true freshman quarterback going to start for them. Boy, a team that really should have beat Georgia. They blew it, and then they just got annihilated against Kentucky. I listen. I think Ole Miss was the best team in the SEC. I really do. I just don't see any way Florida covers this, especially in a revenge factor for Ole Miss. This is the team that kept Ole Miss out of the playoffs last year. So
they're going to beat them about 42-14, and Florida's going to go, that's our guy. We got to have old Lane. And then Lane's going to come out after the game and say, I ain't going to Florida.
I mean, I think that's the dream for Ole Miss fans if that would happen. Listen, and maybe I'm too high on Ole Miss, but honestly, and I was mad after they beat us, but I kept in the back of my head, I kept saying we weren't as good as them.
No,
they're that game wouldn't have been close if they hadn't done some really stupid things. So I think
they got it
really
all.
Good.
They've had a pretty easy schedule too, SEC wise.
For the SEC, they have. Yeah.
They had to play Georgia.
And honestly, I think the uniform won that game.
Well, it did.
I think they're better than Georgia.
But you look at the contenders. They played Oklahoma. They played Georgia. They didn't play Alabama. They didn't play A&M. They did not play who's the other one? Texas.
No. So
they did have, and that's okay. You only play who's on your schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they took advantage of it, and I think they covered this easy. I just don't think Florida's got anything left in the tank.
No. I just can't. I don't know. This is one of those games that they cover. I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah. The mass exodus from Florida football begins. It may already be going on. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, in defense of Ole Miss, at the time that LSU game was a huge game that they won, and then they fell off.
Oh, it was. Yes.
So there's sometimes you kind of, you don't know how that's going to turn out. But yeah, I think they get this one. I do think I will say this because I don't know why I've always loved watching Ole Miss, Mississippi State. That game's in Starkville this year. I could see that.
Oh, that'll be a tough game.
Being a game that could trip them up because they'll kind of be in the playoff already.
Mm-hmm.
And Mississippi State has a pulse. I could see them being asleep and that get close. So
it could be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Mano said they were up 9. I know this in the fourth quarter. Georgia scored on 5 straight drives.
That's
also,
right.
Ole Miss had been going up and down the field on Georgia like nobody was even out there, and then they got stopped somehow. So it was,
they looked up and said, "Oh shit."
Well, look, anytime you lose a game 43-35, you blame the defense, but also offensively, they stalled.
They just shut it down. Yeah.
So again, if they played on a neutral field, I would bet Ole Miss, but maybe they will. SEC championship game.
They might.
All right, Utah and Baylor up next here. It is Utah minus 8.5 on the road against this Baylor team. Both these teams I have a hard time trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you like in this one?
I like Baylor.
See, I kind of like Utah.
I think Baylor's going to beat them.
Do you really? You think you're going to win outright, huh?
They might.
Man,
Baylor's good. They're hard to beat at home.
Yeah, they've been really disappointing.
They have been disappointing. They can save their season. I'm not big high, and I love Utah. Yeah. I'm not high on them this year. I'm just not. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm going to take Baylor in the points. I won't bet them outright because that would be stupid. But maybe taking the points is stupid. But I just kind of think this is one of those games. It's hard to go down to Waco. I don't think Utah's ever been there. Probably
not.
And I think it's a night game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it just depends on if Baylor's given up on their season. They might. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they've lost at home this year to Auburn,
they have.
to Arizona State.
They don't have any defense.
I don't know. I have a hard. I'm not going to bet this game. I have a hard time on this one.
I'll probably chicken out too. More, it's only Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true. UCLA and Ohio State next. Ohio State minus 32.5 in this one. The kind of the 3-game winning streak by UCLA has kind of been forgotten. They've kind of came down to earth a little bit. Got beaten by Nebraska last week. That was a good win for Nebraska, though. I will say that. What do you think about this one?
Well, again, do you want to bet that 32.5? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they
I
will.
think they should cover.
I think they will.
Because I don't think UCLA will score hardly anything. So
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Now we talked about Texas Alabama OU or OU Alabama, Texas, Georgia being carbon copies. They're the same line. Texas goes down to Georgia minus 5.5 for the Bulldogs here. It's the same kind of situation. I think Texas and Oklahoma are very similar. Great defenses, struggle on offense at times. Georgia is good, but they're not as good as the old kind of Georgia teams, just like Alabama is not as good as the old Alabama teams, but they're still good. 5.5 points. What do you think?
Well, Sark's never won a big game.
Yeah,
It's going to continue.
I agree.
I think Georgia's going to beat them. I don't think Texas is good enough, and I just think they'll find a way to lose. I hope I'm right. I hope. Because if they beat Georgia, they're probably going to make the playoffs. So,
yeah,
even though they still have A&M,
yeah.
OU needs Texas to lose twice,
yeah,
in order to get in as a 9-3 team, which they have a chance to get in.
Maybe
at 9-3 if everything falls right,
but
they don't get in if Texas is 9-3 as well. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I think you summed it up. The thing is, Manning is playing a lot better.
Yeah, he is.
And then, again, you people are going to hate me. I'd rather have him going into the game than Mateer.
I think it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I don't think there's a real.
Okay, don't you think he looks better throwing the ball than Mateer? I've never seen this motion Mateer's got.
Yeah, he does. Mateer is like
I don't know what.
Yeah, he's not fluid at all.
No.
Manning is mechanically pretty sound.
The thing is, our offense is ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do is pitiful. It's just shaky. It's just you miss a block. It's just weird. It's just nothing to it. It's just I don't know. Texas is when they're playing good and their offense looks dynamic at times.
Well, I think the difference between OU and Texas offensively is they have some playmakers. When they get the ball in their hands, they can make some people miss.
And we don't.
They can break tackles.
Yeah.
They can do stuff like that. Yeah.
And that's why I give them more of a chance to win at Georgia kind of than I do us to win at Alabama.
Well, that was my next question. Who's more likely to pull the upset, Texas or Oklahoma?
I would do Texas, because it would be just like them to piss me off. We get beat and they go down there and win and run my whole damn day.
Well,
I do think they have a better chance to win.
I looked at it this way. I think Alabama's better than Georgia. And I mean, that stands to reason. Alabama did beat Georgia.
Yeah, I don't know if they would again, but I tend to agree with I think they're at least even.
Yeah. And
I think Texas is better than us. They proved it. I do. I think if we played them again, they'd beat us again. And because we just don't have the dynamic offense that you got to have. And I think they have more of a chance to make big plays at Georgia than we do at Alabama.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
But I do think Georgia's going to win.
I agree with. I do think Texas has a better chance to win this game than we do. I do. But I think
Georgia's going to beat them, but then I think Texas will beat Texas A&M. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's within the realm for sure.
I don't even know where that game is, but I'm assuming it's in Texas. But
let's see. I think it's in Texas because I think they were at A&M last year, and A&M was all excited, and they went in there and killed them. Yeah, it's at Texas this year.
Yeah.
You might be right on that. All right. That's for another day, though. That will be a fun one for sure.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fun regardless.
All right. One left here. TCU and BYU. BYU
Okay.
still ranked. 5.5 point favorites for BYU here. They really got, I thought, exposed last week. But listen, this is a TCU team that's coming off of a loss to Iowa State. So what do you like here?
Well, it's at Provo, so I'll go with BYU. They bounce back pretty good usually, but they got hammered. I thought they would drop further than they did. Again, they only have the one loss, and that's why they kept them where they are. TCU could pull this one off for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because it's in Provo, I'll go with the Cougars.
Yeah, I'll go BYU as well. I think they'll bounce back and win. I think, listen, I just think they were outmanned in that Texas Tech game. You watch it, there wasn't anything weird that happened. They just got crunched.
They couldn't do anything offensively.
No. All right. Any other games?
Yeah, real quick. Florida State is at Virginia Tech. They're 13.5 point favorites.
Okay.
I might throw a little bit towards the Hokies.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that at Florida State?
At Florida State.
Oh, forget it. All right. Throw that one out.
Okay.
Memphis goes to East Carolina. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I saw this one. Go ahead.
East Carolina's 2.5 point favorites. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're really good offensively. Do you think Memphis is done?
Yeah, well, they looked it last week.
I know they couldn't stop anybody last week. I'm not sure they can this week either.
No.
So I kind of like East Carolina in that game. Okay. Let's see. West Virginia goes to Arizona State.
Yep, I saw this one.
11.5. Don't you think Arizona State will beat them more than that?
Should.
Yeah.
They definitely should.
Yeah. So I like that one.
Yeah.
And then the rest of these are kind of dumpers. Here's one. Mississippi State at Missouri. I think this is an interesting one.
Yeah, I want your take on this one. I'm going to ask you another one too, but yeah, this one, where is it? There it is.
7.5.
7, yeah.
Missouri's quarterback is not good.
No, I was really stupid to take them last week with the quarterback out. Because again, I think, and we talked about this some.
Yeah.
You can read into these guys and read all about who they are and what they did, but until they go out there, it's hard to back him. And I shouldn't have backed him his first start being against a team like that. That was stupid. Yeah.
Mississippi State's playing for a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 chances to get in a bowl. This one and Ole Miss. This is their best shot. Yeah. As Missouri, are they done?
Yeah, I don't
Tempting to take Mississippi State in this one. It's just, do they have anything left? They didn't. I mean, have they done all they can do?
Yeah, I don't know.
They got hammered last week. Georgia killed them.
I think this will be a close game. I'm kind of with you on that one.
Yeah.
Another one I want to ask you before you go on to your other ones. What about Arkansas LSU? LSU's a 5.5 point favorite.
Well, okay, this comes down to real simple. Which team still cares?
And I think it's a weird game. It's
a very weird game. I don't think either one of them will care.
It's a rivalry game.
It is,
but
you got to go with the home team, don't you?
I think, yeah.
I mean, I think Arkansas has shown nothing since the coaching change. They've played a little better, but
well, I mean, it's been the same. Every Arkansas, no matter who they play, every game is the same. It's close and they lose at the end.
Yeah. It's a very interesting game.
Yeah,
but.
Look, how about this? Tickets as low as $6.
Oh my God, I didn't see that.
To this game.
$6 to get into Arkansas and LSU.
Yeah.
And $180 to get into Texas A&M.
Yeah, exactly. There's your difference.
That's really wild.
Let's see what it is to get in Missouri. $36.
$36. Okay. That's still pretty good.
And then Georgia is $232 to get to Texas, Georgia. And these would be nosebleed seats, by the way, people. And then Alabama, $47.
Really? must be on the roof.
Hold on. Let me click on this. This has got to
That
be,
can't
there's
be
got to be a
right.
hoax to this.
There's no way that's right.
Let's see. Looks like 112. I don't know where they got that
That's really
$47.
surprising.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead. Who else you got?
Nothing really else.
Okay.
Kennesaw State, surprise team in Conference USA is 3.5 at Jacksonville State. I would take Jacksonville State.
You know, we cashed on Jacksonville State last week.
I have a lot of times.
We did cash, but that was not easy.
No, it
last
wasn't.
week.
No, I thought they were going to lose that game.
Yes.
The other one.
Hold on, before you go on.
Yeah.
I want to mention the dumbest rule in all of sports.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Missouri State
Yeah, they can't go to a bowl.
can't go to the bowl because they're in their transitional phase.
Makes no
Into-
sense.
Why? What difference does that make?
It makes no difference.
I've seen they've petitioned to try to go to one. I don't know if that'll work or not.
It's never has before. They're not the
No,
first
but
team.
they did. I was actually listening to a guy at the half of a CUSA game. It wasn't Missouri State. It was somebody else. And I forget who it was. It's somebody that's notable. And he was on Fox and he was like, hey, can I say what the dumbest rule in all sports is? And then he started talking about this.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Why would that ever have been relevant? Ever?
It's
Like,
fine.
And he's like, why in the world would you do this? He's like, here you have Missouri State who transitions to to FBS. They make a bowl. It's like, we have a million bowls. What difference does it make?
And
Let
they
them
would
go
want to
bowl.
go to one.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
This
this is
would be a huge deal for them.
that was his point. He's like, all these bowls these teams don't want to go to, and here's a
Yeah.
team that's dying to go to a bowl.
They'll do
It's
anything.
actually a big deal, and you're not letting them.
Didn't this happen to like James Madison?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. James Madison. There you go. They would not let them go.
yeah, this is nuts.
Yep.
Because they may win 9 games.
Well, the other thing was like they could play for the conference, but they are also there. They cannot do that either. So
They can't. I didn't know that.
no postseason. I think it's 2 years.
God.
Yeah.
It is insane because,
Yeah.
like I say, this would be a huge deal for them to go to a bowl game. They never been to a bowl game ever.
And here's the deal. Let's say it's some crazy rule that they wrote 100 years ago. But then, like I said, the James Madison, and there was somebody else too. I can't remember.
Yeah, there was.
Okay. You look at this, you go, okay, you guys go ahead and go to your bowl. And now we're going to change this rule because it's crazy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it is. And I don't know, some of the things they do, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And you've been saying for the past couple of weeks, this guy should go to Arkansas.
Okay. The head coach.
Now the connection there is, I'm sure you're going to say,
Yeah.
that's Petrino's son-in-law. Is that
Right.
Yeah. And then his son is the offensive coordinator, I think, at Missouri State.
I don't know that
I
don't
believe
know
that's true.
that. Okay. Well,
So the connection there is
here's the deal. I don't know where he's maybe he'll be at Missouri State next year.
I don't think so.
He needs to be on somebody's list. And
Yeah.
these schools are going to hire guys because they're flashy names. This guy
Mhm.
can coach.
He can coach. You can't do this at Missouri State.
This guy is good.
Mhm.
I would hire him in a heartbeat if
Yeah.
I had an open. If I was like Oklahoma State, I would.
Yep.
I would hire him.
Yep.
He's young. He's very
Mhm.
energetic. They don't have any players, and he's winning games.
Yeah, they're winning.
So
Well, yeah, those peripheral jobs like that. He would fit in it. Well,
listen. He's
Here's
a
the
rising
difference.
star. He's going to
He is.
go somewhere and be successful.
now Oklahoma State thinks they're going to get the guy from North Texas. That's who they've zeroed in. He's got connections there.
I
So
mean, and that could work out fine. I'm
that
just
would be a
saying
great hire for them, I think.
this guy can coach. He needs a job.
Well, he's not going to have enough of a name to go to Arkansas.
no. No, absolutely. Arkansas
They
thinks they're going to get Nick Saban. Like,
well, yeah, their problem is they just think they're a little bit better than what they are. And
Well, It's like I was telling my buddy, we were talking about it yesterday, and I said, look, again, he was like, well, they got Calipari. I was like, yes, because
That's a different story.
they had it all in place. He's best friends with the guy from Tyson. They had all the money in place. They had money for not just for him, but to fund the whole operation. I said, so if that kind of deal is in place for their football program, they will get a good, like a big name coach. It's not so much, oh, you're Arkansas. It's, do you have the backing?
Yes. And it's so much easier to win in basketball than it is football, too.
It's also easier to fund basketball.
Yes.
Because you don't have to go buy as many people.
And Calipari, I like Calipari. A lot of people don't. I've always liked it. I know he's kind of a snake.
No, I like him.
The guy is perfect for there.
Yeah.
He can snow them.
Yeah.
He's perfect for there.
Yeah.
And he's a great coach. I was coming home from a deal I went to last night, and this local station here in Joplin, Iowa, still, by the way, it's good. They have Arkansas basketball on their station.
Okay.
And he was on the post-game show last night.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. They won a nothing game over Central Arkansas or somebody. And the stuff he was saying was just funnier than hell. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's good. He's good for a place like Arkansas.
He's good for about anywhere.
Well, look, everybody wrote him off, and what a disaster! And
this guy can coach.
They had a great end to that season. So,
this guy can coach.
They got a lot better players this year, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right, we got to get.
You know what he said, though, Aaron? You know what he said?
What do you say?
He goes, we still can't do one thing. And the guy goes, what? He goes, can't win a close game. I got to teach these kids how to win a close game. And he goes, we just practice it I don't know, hour and a half every damn day. He said, that's all we're going to do tomorrow. That's all we're going to do.
Well, I got news for him. He's going to have plenty of opportunities.
Oh, yeah. He's in the SEC. That's right.
Yep. All right. Let's get NFL done here.
This won't take long.
Jets and the Patriots. Patriots minus 12.5. Who you got here?
I was really impressed with them last week. I think they are really good. Give me the Jets.
All right, you take the Jets plus 12.5.
The Patriots are going to win. I think they may be a little flat. And guess what? The Jets have won 2 in a row.
Yep. The Jets, they beat the very tough Cleveland Browns last week. So, no, I'm not betting. I don't want to lay 12.5. So,
no, that's too many
for me. All right, where are we going this week? We're going to Spain. We're going to Spain this week for the Commanders.
Oh, boy, lucky Spain.
Yeah, Commanders and the Dolphins, a prolific game here. Miami minus 2.5 against the Commanders.
The Spanish are going to go to this game. And they're going to say, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah, it's like, please don't bring it back.
Bullfights. We're going to bullfights. Hell it is. They're leaving by halftime. They're going, this is the morning shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Give me the Dolphins. They're resurging. Give me the Dolphins. Could you believe that game?
No.
Over Buffalo. Just smeared them.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, I could not believe it.
I like the Dolphins.
Could not believe it.
No,
all right. Dolphins for both of us. I told you the Panthers would lose to the Saints. I freaking told you. Now they get to go to the stupid Falcons. The Falcons minus 3.5 here. This has Falcons to me written all over it, so I'll take the Panthers.
God, the Atlantis just looked awful the last 4 weeks, I think.
They're a joke.
I'm going the Falcons. They're due.
All right, Falcons. Good for you. Who cares? All right, Buccaneers and the Bills. 2 teams that are really struggling right now. The Bills lost in Miami.
Yeah.
So the Bills,
they didn't just lose.
Here's the deal.
They got slaughtered.
The Bills have such a mental hang-up when it comes to Kansas City.
Yes.
It's like, okay, we won our Super Bowl. Now we'll go down to Miami and just get murdered. The Bucks are kind of coming back down to earth a little bit.
I think so.
I like the Bills here.
I do too.
Okay. Bills.
I think they bounce back. They play so much better in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And Tampa's offensively, Baker didn't have time to do anything. He gets the ball and they're all over him. So now it'll help if he can get some players back.
Mm-hmm.
Even though White's done a great job running the ball, they need Irving back.
They do. Yeah.
And so we'll see.
All right. Texans and the Titans next. The Texans are 6.5-point favorites here. Two disgusting teams. I think the Texans are less disgusting, so I'll take them.
Definitely. I don't know if they can cover 6.5. So. They did get a miracle win. I think they're better than their record.
Are they?
Yeah, I think
I don't think they are.
I think I got to take them. If they can get this one, I got get a couple in a row, they may start playing a little bit better.
I don't think so. All right, okay. Bears and the Vikings.
Tennessee?
No, I'm taking the Texans, but okay. I wouldn't have any grand
just because they're playing Tennessee.
Yes, I wouldn't have any grand plans that the Texans are going to do anything.
Okay, gotcha.
The Bears and the Vikings next year. The Vikings are schizophrenic. The Bears are 6-3. It's not the prettiest 6-3, but they do look a lot better for sure.
Yeah,
I'm all over Minnesota in this game, though.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, it's their week to play well.
They're
kind of up and down.
There you go.
Bears have pulled off a couple of miracles,
and they're playing an overvalued Bears team.
They are, yeah.
And not to say that the Bears can't win, but they're a shaky 6-3. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm with Minnesota as well, because I'm with you. The Bears have had a couple of miracles, but sometimes you need those in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is win. It don't matter what the score is, just win.
Oh, 100%. I'm not taking anything away from the Bears. I'm just saying they are shaky, and I do think they'll get beat this week because it is the Vikings' turn to play well, like you said. Yep. All right, let's go Packers and the Giants next. Just a hell of a game here. The Packers suck. The Giants suck worse. The Giants have a new coach now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure out the Packers. I have no idea if they can cover 7.5 or not. They should win, but they scored 7 points total at home last week, so who knows?
Well, they didn't hardly score any the week before.
Listen, they suck.
Their quarterback's not very good.
It's really not, and their offensive plan is terrible. And
it is. It's a strange. That was the weirdest game I ever saw Monday night. It was like both coaches said we can't move the ball, so let's just bore everybody to death.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way. We'll get to the Eagles here in a minute. I don't think they cover 7.5. I think they win, but I'll take the Giants and the points.
I guess
I can't take Green Bay 7.5. They scored 7 themselves last week.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. All
right, Steelers. There's some bitching going on that team. I'm not sure they back the coach that well.
Talking about Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think there's some crap going on.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, Bengals and Steelers here next. Steelers really aren't good. Bengals aren't either. Two old-ass quarterbacks. I couldn't care less about this game. What do you think happens? Steelers are 5.5-point favorites.
You summed it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rodgers looked really good the week before.
Yeah.
And then he came back and looked like he needed to be retired last week.
Yep.
Chargers beat him up.
You know what, though? The Chargers had a little dip, but their start was good. They've been good lately.
Yeah. And, I was just kind of monkeying around doing other stuff, and the game was on.
Mm-hmm.
And from the crowd noise, I thought it was all Pittsburgh. It just every time Pittsburgh would do something, it was just like it was a home game. So it's so weird out there for the Chargers.
Yeah.
There's a really good team, and the other team outnumbers them every time.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah. So I like
they never should have left San Diego.
No, they shouldn't. I still call them San Diego all the time.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's defense, worst ever.
Yeah.
Well, give me the Steelers. I think they cover.
All right. Steelers for both of us. Chargers, speaking of the Chargers, they go take on that really great franchise out in Jacksonville, the Jaguars. Really good win, good loss for them last week.
Won that game. Loss. Perfect.
To Houston. Yeah, really just fantastic. Okay. I listen, I have stuck with the Chargers week after week, and it's been good. So I'm going to stick with them again.
Me too.
They should win, but this line is weird to me. I'm a little worried that it's a trap.
It's always scary with them.
That's a great point. Yes.
It's just scary, but they're less scary than they have been.
Don't you look at it too and be like, I'm not betting Jacksonville.
No, you can't.
No. So
Chargers are better than they're better than they are.
All right, now we have a good game.
This is a good one.
Seahawks and the Rams. Seahawks have been a complete surprise to me.
Unbelievable.
I cannot believe they're this good. Rams, I can believe they,
Yep.
they're decent every year.
They're really good.
3.5-point favorite for the Rams. Who you got?
I think the wheels come off for Seattle this week.
You got
Give
the
me
Rams? Okay.
Yeah, I really was impressed with them. They went to San Francisco and they beat the snot out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So Seattle is really good. If it was in Seattle, I'd go the other way.
Mhm.
But of course, there'll be more of Seattle fans there than there will Rams, probably.
Probably. Yeah, probably. The Rams draw a little bit better than the Chargers.
They draw a little better because the Rams have always been associated with LA, even though they went to St. Louis and won a Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know when the NFL is going to realize LA doesn't need two teams.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure they need one. So anyway, but you got two for television. I like the Rams. I think they're going to continue to play well. I really like the way Stafford's playing.
Yep, I'm with you. I took the Rams.
And I like him. I think
I do too. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. All right, 49ers and the Cardinals next year. The Niners are 2.5-point favorites against everybody's favorite train wreck, the Cardinals. Yep. I've got to go with the Niners here.
I have to.
Yeah.
You can't pick the Cardinals. You kidding?
Yeah. It's hard to ever pick the Cardinals.
It is. You just can't do it.
Yep. All right. Let's go to a fun little game here. Ravens kind of trying to get back on track. They can get to 500. They get to go play the Browns this week. Baltimore -8.5. Worst franchise in sports, Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have a hard time taking the Browns, so I will take the Ravens here.
You have to.
Yes.
They're so much better than.
Yes.
The Ravens, they may go like 10-7 and win the division by 5 games. Because I don't think Pittsburgh's going to keep winning.
Dennis says, I love the Browns last week. How dumb of me. That was
dumb.
really stupid. I agree.
Don't ever love the Browns.
I told him as much. Mike says he's going to take the Cardinals. I don't do it, Mike. Ravens smash here. Yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, I like Baltimore in this one.
Okay, this is a big game.
Oh, huge.
This is almost put a big nail in the coffin of the Chiefs. They lose this game. Broncos, Chiefs here. Kansas City is a 3.5-point favorite on the road. The Broncos have really, they're a very trashy 8-2 team.
They are.
To be honest.
But they're 8-2.
They are 8-2, but they are a trashy 8-2.
I agree.
That's why they're not favored here.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. The Chiefs really, they've got problems. If they're going to get it rolling in the right direction, they have to win this game. That's why I look at it. So I'm going to take the Chiefs. I think they're the desperate team. I think it's a Denver team that's ready to get beat.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Kansas City. But I would not be shocked if they don't win.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs' division hopes are over if they lose. I think they can still make themselves.
Yes, for sure.
Because they could run the table and be 12-5 and they'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if they lose to this game, and if the Chargers also win, they're going to be 3 games behind the Broncos,
right?
And they're going to be 2 games behind the Chargers, and that's hard to overcome. You're going to have to beat them both. They do have a game left with both of them.
Well, I've been on record from the start saying I think the Chargers are the legitimate threat.
Yeah,
and I still believe that.
Yeah. But if the Chiefs win this game, then they're back in it, right? You would agree with that. So I'm with you. When they're desperate, they normally play their best game. I don't know what was wrong with them in Buffalo. That was as lackluster an effort as I've seen out of them. They just didn't have it.
But they're not that good.
They're not.
I think that's what it is.
It may be. I didn't think Mahomes had much energy in that game. Did you? It just kind of his body language and everything, and I'm not picking on him at all. I just didn't think they played with the intensity that I've seen them play. I think they've had a week to bounce back, and I like them in this game. Give me the Chiefs as well.
All right, Chiefs for both of us. Looks like Mike and Dennis taking the Broncos. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised. I don't see it. Listen, I just think the Broncos are not that great. That's where I'm at with it. I just think they're very like 8-2, sure, but
They're vulnerable.
I've seen them almost lose too many games against
Yeah.
bad teams. So, all right, Lions and Eagles next year. Philadelphia 2.5-point favorite at home, big game.
Huge game.
I struggle with this one.
I do too.
I like both teams.
I don't like the way the Eagles are playing on offense.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look crisp at all. Something's screwed up there. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, their defense is playing well. Detroit's up and down, up and down, up and down. You got to go with the home team, I guess. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions don't beat them. But I'm going with the Eagles. I think they'll get them at home. I wanted to mention this, and I like their coach. Were you watching Monday night, or did you skip that one?
Monday night.
That was against the Packers.
I did not. No,
Okay.
I did not watch a
Lucky
second
you.
of that game.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a 10-7 lead. The Eagles do. Okay? They got the ball on about the 38, 39-yard line of Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4th down and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go for it? There was like 30, 35 seconds left. It's
Yeah,
less
that's
than that, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Okay, all Green Bay needs is a field goal to
Right.
tie it. If you don't make the first down, they got the ball up around the 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you, even if you do punt it into the end zone, they have to start at the 20.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
The dumbest move I've ever seen.
Yep.
And they didn't make it. And Green Bay wasn't good enough to go down and get the field goal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a guy that's won a Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
Where are these decisions coming from? This just doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not.
Why would, and now if it's 4th and 1, okay, 4th and 2, and Hurts threw a bomb. He threw the bomb down into the end zone. I guess
Yeah,
that did
that's
waste a few seconds.
That is
But-
crazy.
I couldn't believe it. So, but the Lions coach does the dumbest shit I've ever seen too. So it's just, by the way, he called the plays last week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
made a difference. They looked awfully good, but they were playing the Commanders. Come on.
I'm gonna take the Lions in an upset.
I don't think that's an upset.
Well, by terms of the spread, it is.
It is by the point spread, but I don't think it's an upset.
All right, one to go here. We got to get off.
Oh, this one.
Cowboys and the Raiders. It is the Dallas Cowboys -3.5 in Las Vegas.
You talk about saving the best for last.
Oh God,
Why would this be a Monday night game?
this will be more entertaining than last week's game.
I will not. Okay. I'm going to go on record right now. I won't watch much of this.
Okay.
If I had a life, I wouldn't watch any of it. I'm not going to sit here and say I won't watch any of it.
Yeah.
Now, if the Blues are playing hockey on Monday or the Thunder are playing, I won't watch any of this, but I don't know if they're scheduled next Monday. What a nothing game.
Horrible game.
How can you bet this? You can't.
I think you take the. I think you take the over.
I don't know. The Raiders are so bad.
Yeah. I think you just take the over and forget it.
I don't know. Dallas is just, oh my God.
It's bad. Yeah.
It's
That'd be a horrible, horrible way to spend a Monday. Don't do it.
How's Troy Aikman and Joe Buck going to spin this one?
I don't know. They're going to have to get
They'll
drunk,
be
I
funny.
guess.
I think it'll be funny. I think they'll
Yeah.
say some funny stuff. Joe Buck says whatever he thinks. And I
That's
think-
very true. So does Troy Aikman. So.
Yeah. Oh, Aikman was going nuts the other night when the Eagles didn't punt it.
I
He
could
was
imagine.
just, oh my God. What
I
are
could
they
imagine.
doing? I can't believe they're doing it. Was great. Anyway,
All right, guys. Well, we have to get off of here. Got
Yes, we do.
got to be done by 12:30 here, so we're gonna have to go for now. Guys, have a great weekend. It's gonna be a good one. What a college football Saturday it's gonna be.
oh yeah,
We'll see. We'll
Yep.
see what happens, guys. It's gonna be interesting.
it is.
the tones will change next week for one way or the other when it comes to Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and Oklahoma, plus a lot of other teams as well. So, all right, guys, we're getting out of here for now. We will be back next week. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you right back here on Wednesday to break it all down for you.